Hey everyone, today we are going to review an Indian Bollywood film Dum, released in 2003. Dum follows the story of Uday, an ambitious young man with dreams of joining the police force. His life takes an unexpected turn when he encounters a corrupt officer, Vikram, whose criminal activities push Uday into a moral and ethical dilemma. As Uday gets caught between the right path of justice and the lure of corruption, he faces threats not only to his career but also to the safety of his loved ones. His internal battle between morality and the harsh realities of corruption forms the crux of the film's narrative. Key themes. The key themes of the film are key justice and corruption, morality, family, and sacrifice. The film highlights this stark contrast between the desire for justice and the prevalence of corruption within the law enforcement. Uday's journey reflects the struggles of an idealistic individual who is forced to navigate a world full of systematic corruption. Uday is torn between his righteous ideals and the pressure to conform to the corrupt practices around him. The film explores his internal conflict and attempts to showcase the high moral ground he aspires to uphold despite overwhelming obstacles. Uday's family becomes a central part of his struggles. His decisions impact the safety and the well being of his loved ones, in leading to the moments of tension and sacrifice that derive the film's emotional core. The film starts with an intense sequence where Uday is introduced as a young, idealistic man determined to make a difference as a police officer. This sets the tone for the conflict that will later unfold. One of the most pivotal moments in the film is when Uday first confronts the corrupt officer Vikram. This encounter not only marks the beginning of their complex relationship but also brings to the forefront the power struggles within the police force. As Uday faces the consequences of his choices, he experiences moments of deep personal anguish. Scenes showing his internal struggle and conversations with the family members stand out as critical turning points. The performance in them are one of its strong suits. Vivek Oberoi playing Uday brings a mixture of vulnerability and strength to the role, effectively portraying the internal conflicts of a man caught between his ideals and the harsh reality around him. His portrayal of Uday's moral descent is convincing despite the film's flaws. Dia Mirza as Uday's love interest provides an emotional anchor to his character, though her role is largely limited to being a supportive figure in his journey. Sayaji Shinde's portrayal of the corrupt officer Vikram is chilling, and he effectively establishes himself as a formidable antagonist. The film action sequences are well choreographed, and the tension in these scenes keeps the audience engaged. However, the pacing of the narrative suffers in the middle portion, where the plot feels repetitive and the certain subplots actually seem underdeveloped. The film's exploration of corruption, while impactful, could have benefited from a more nuanced approach to avoid glitches. The music composed by Viju Shah supports the film's dramatic moments, but it does not elevate the overall experience to the level of its peers in the genre. Dum 2003 is an action packed film that attempts to blend thrilling sequences with a story about the moral struggles faced by an idealistic man in a corrupt system. While it succeeds in parts, especially in its portrayal of Uday's journey and the performance of the lead cast, the film's pacing issues and the lack of deeper exploration into its central themes prevent it from becoming a memorable cinematic experience. Despite its flaws, it remains a decent watch for fans of action dramas that explore the social issues like corruption and justice.